So the Crew Motorfest has been free for the Endless Drive week. In fact, as I record this, and when this video comes out, it should still be free. And by the way, I just checked, it's also up to 70% off on all platforms right now. But you guys and girls loved the first video I made about the Crew Motorfest, letting you know all of the things that have come for the year 2 season 5 release. In fact, this is one of them. I'm in the Chase Squad playlist. In fact, I'm in the very last challenge of the Chase Squad playlist. I've been absolutely loving it. It's added some real grittiness to the Crew Motorfest, which I've really enjoyed. And if I can take down this rival here, the Lion, you can see they all have a cat theme in this playlist. At the moment I'm tailing them, but then I'll be trying to take them down. I should be getting a nice reward card, which I'll let you know about. I'm also going to show you some of the other content that's come in the year 2, including the island I'm driving on, Maui, which is awesome, and some of the lesser known features perhaps that you might not know about, like how to take photos and things like that. Over 600 vehicles now in the Crew Motorfest, and like I said, Endless Drive is the free week of the Crew Motorfest, where those who hit that link, you signed up to a team, and it's the yellow team that's been absolutely dominating. It must be because I drove that yellow car in the first video, right? Okay, but this has been difficult, the Chase Squad. I've gone through my academy, basically, learning how to pursue, how to take down. I've been taking down some sort of lowly rivals, but this is the final boss, basically, the Lion. We're saying this is the premium content part of Season 5 in the Crew Motorfest, but there is also free content as well. For example, this whole island is free, and a lot of the upgrades like the mirrors, etc., all free as well. Let's go now, and big thank you again to the Crew Motorfest for getting me involved in this, asking me to make this video. Tell you what, might be in... Oh yes! I'd like to call that strategy, but it wasn't. It was just blind luck. Bosh. Huge crash. Bosh. That is a huge one. That is a huge one. There we go. Taken out. That's a huge one. There we go. Taken out. Okay. Time for the last one. This sort of turquoise or arrow. Oh, it's my lucky day. No! That would have been absolutely humongous. Same again. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. Huge. Okay. So all those 4 are taken down now. It's a completely different game mode, basically, in the Crew Motorfest. The big 4 are down. Yes, we've done it! So hopefully... So if you want to know how it works on different difficulties, that's on difficulty 4 out of 5. Hopefully we're going to get our prize car. Let's have a look. This is the cool thing. When you do the playlist in the Crew Motorfest, when you complete them, you normally get a reward that's like themed with the playlist. There we go. Going to be taking people down. Ooh. It's an ivory. What is it? Do some big takedowns in this thing. Nice. Look at this. So there we go. Playlist completed. Got all of these prizes. Motorfest rivals unlocked. It suggested some new playlists for me, so I can go straight into that as well. Right, what I want to do is show you a few interesting things in the Crew Motorfest. So if you hit the left button on the D-pad, or left on the D-pad, you go into photo mode, which already looks pretty cool, right? But there's some very interesting things you can do here. So if I hit the square button and cycle through, you can actually change the weather and time of day, like, immediately. How cool is that? So we've got a sunset with rain, and you can kind of cycle through. We've got midday with rain, but again, you can cycle through just slightly off midday to have the sun a little bit in different angles, which is pretty cool. So you can do all of that. You can also change motion blur, and you can also change, where is it? There's some stylistic stuff you can do. So you can colorize as well, like this, like black and white, blue tint. You can saturate, I think, as well. So it's all really, really, really cool to do that. So you can mess around and take some nice photos. I'm not the best at it, but let's try. That's me using the D-pad to zoom in. Got some nice balloons. X to take the photo here on PlayStation. So that's pretty cool. Also, did you know that if you press the right thumbstick, you can change to a plane or a boat? I do that when I want to go across the map. I'll just change to a plane, and I can travel a bit freer. This is a new island as well, as you can see. There is actually a volcano there. Now if I go here to map, you can actually zoom around and see. So there may be some areas here that I may have been to before, but I can't fast travel to them because they're not a relevant fast traveling spot. But again, you can just zoom around the map. When you zoom in, you can actually see cars on the map, which is insane. I mean, look how like crazy this is on the map. So much stuff about the Crew Motorfest that is not commonly known. The other thing is if you go to vehicles, let's not do it in a car like that before in a plane. But if I do it in a car like this and go to filters, you can filter by different types to make sure you get the cars that you want. When you select your car, you can go to Pro settings, and there's quite a detailed tuning menu. Like this is a detailed tuning menu with camber, anti-roll bars, dampers, and there are some cars that I previously tuned quite a bit just to get them handling like I like them, which is just a little bit of like the back end coming around when you're going around long corners, but not too much. So there is actually a decent tuning menu. And the other thing to bear in mind is if you go to activities, as you can see here, it's confirming that I've unlocked some stuff as a result of being a Cho Squad Pro. You can see here live competition. So we have the Summit, which is a big thing. I remember the Summit coming in the Crew 1 because I'm just like an old school Crew player. You got the Grand Race, which I showed you already, Demolition Royale, and also the Custom Show. So with all that said and done, let me show you the Summit. So you can see here Summit Contest. This is the more sort of, should I say, competitive aspect of the Crew Motorfest. You can see here there's a specific theme to this one as well. Active modifier, clean driving. And that is how you get your Summit points. And I remember in the Crew 1, it was quite a big deal getting enough Summit points to enter the Summit. So you can see here, the loaned vehicle for this one. I'm going to select it. This is the Summit Contest. So there's a lot of stuff in the Crew Motorfest. There's basically just so much content. And if you just drive around the map, you won't be experiencing all of this curated content. Right, so drifting. This car is absolutely insane. Close, but not close enough. So definitely go check out the Summit if you're in the Crew Motorfest. Lots of interesting stuff going on there. And remember, there's a lot of heritage actually in the Summit in the Crew Motorfest. But something I like to do in the Crew Motorfest is kind of just drive on the open roads. And that's something that's been improved generally in the Year 2 update. I think the mirrors have been improved. I'm on a PlayStation 5 Pro here, so I've got better graphics and running at 60 frames a second. There's obviously the new island as well that's available to everyone. And the game itself is up to 70% off, and keep an eye out for Christmas sales as well. I think they just want people to feel comfortable trying out the Crew Motorfest because it is a driving game that a lot of people may enjoy, just kind of doing different disciplines, whether you want to be racing as hard as possible, competitively as possible, or doing those drifting time trials or time trials generally competitively in the summit, whether you want to be doing the grand race that I showed you in the first video and having these absolutely chaotic grand races, whether you want to be doing the takedowns with the chase squad, or kind of immersing yourself in Japanese car culture with the Japanese Made in Japan playlist and all the other playlists as well that are really curated and stylized. There's a lot going on in the Korea Motorfest, so a big thank you to them for getting us involved here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I saw a lot of interesting comments under the first video, people saying they were surprised maybe by kind of how much time they've spent in the Korea Motorfest, because it is a very, very, very solid game. But don't take my word for it. It's free right now, so you've still got some time to check it out, and I'll see you next time.